behind the scenes of rally racing, the camera operators who make it happen, and a do-it-yourself dolly. All that and more right now on Inside Media. Welcome to Inside Media. I'm your host, Jack Carver. We got a great show for you today. We're going to be looking at the Rally of the Tall Pines in Bancroft with TV2Go. We have an extremely talented and experienced individual from that shoot in the studio, and we'll learn how to make a dolly for under $40. But first, let's take a look at the behind-the-scenes production of the rally race.
The Rally of the Tall Pines. Since its first running more than 40 years ago, it has grown into the ultimate driving challenge. The last rally of the season, and it brings together the best drivers from across our country. And on these roads, they will face their toughest test of the year. It is the final round, the 2012 Canadian Rally Championship, right now on TSN.
Rally racing is an exciting spectator sport for all, but what happens when you can't make it to the actual event? Well, you turn to the pros to bring the action to your home through TV.
My name is Adam Dowsett. I'm the producer of the Canadian Rally Championship TV shows for TV2Go on behalf of TSN and RDS. There are three primary steps to putting together a show for a major network. There's the pre-production phase, which means doing all of your logistics, going out and scouting the location, figuring out your plan for your shoot. Then there's production, which is actually executing the plan and capturing whatever video you can from the event, trying to tell the story as best you can. And then there's post-production, where we take all of the footage that we collected back and we organize it into a show based on the network's broadcast standards.
After gathering all required information and paperwork, Adam and his team head out to the racetrack.
Today we're here a couple of days before the Rally of the Tall Pines. We're doing our pre-production work, which includes scouting for camera locations that we'll use on the day of the actual shoot. What we do is we get the instructions from the rally masters a few days before the actual event happens, and we drive the roads looking for where we think there are good camera positions. And good camera positions aren't just where it would look good to shoot, it also has to be a safe location, and we need parking for the shooter's vehicle because they're carrying a lot of gear. We're looking for shots that have a variety, left side of the road, right side of the road, different types of ins and outs, different types of elevations. We're looking for variety and we're looking for quality.
Once pre-production is over, it's an early morning on race day, and it starts with the camera operators.
The shooters team up with their assistants and they go out into the stages. They have to get out to the stages very early because they have to be able to drive out there before the roads get closed for competition.
The camera operators set up all their gear, noting that they're in a safe spot to film. They might even have a little time to themselves, but after that, it's all about the race.
Myself, as the director of the shoot, I'm paired with the shooter and I'm in charge of capturing the commentary that will make the show happen from the competitors. This means staying close to headquarters, staying close to the teams, staying close to their service crews, finding out what's going on in the stages, and asking the appropriate questions when the competitors come in for service.
Having cameras scattered along the racetrack is great, and it gives us some exciting angles. But to really make you feel like you're part of the race, you need to go inside the car. That's where GoPros come in handy.
My job is to get in touch with the director. He'll let me know which teams they want to have cameras on board with. I will then hook up with those teams and during the day before be installing the cameras into the cars, lining them up. Generally there's 2 cameras for the main factory sponsored cars. So we'll be getting face cam and a POV and setting it up for the event. What I'll do is during the services, I'll be checking the footage, making sure that everything's okay. While I'm doing that, I'm also looking at the amount of footage that's on the card itself and the battery life to make sure that I don't run out of space or I don't run out of battery. With events like these, not only does it give you an alternative angle to something that happens, but we can't cover and we can't have cameramen throughout the entire course. It's just not possible. So because of that, with these onboard cameras, when something happens, if there is an incident, if there's a rollover or a crash, or if something happens, there's a flat tire, and there's no other cameras around, we have it.
Into right 4 cut. Half. Okay, right 4.
Oh dear.
This is going from bad to worse. And left 5 minus short 70. Here. Here.
I wonder if those drivers hate driving on regular roads. Well, maybe our guest can answer that question. We have with us Claude Garapi, the man behind the camera, in the studio right after this. Stick around.
Did you know, in the classic Coen Brothers film The Big Lebowski, the word dude is said over 160 times? Well, if you think that's nuts, listen to this. The dude, Walter, and the rest of the gang drop over 290 F-bombs.